My name is Lamisi Adene Mochi from Upper East region. I'm a Ghanaian. I have a family of four boys. I have so many things I do at the same time. I'm a fashion designer. I'm also a coach, as in a fashion and lifestyle coach. I'm a motivator. I'm also into detergents, that is food and beverage, and also detergents. I do beading, I do a whole lot of stuff, accessories, when it comes to accessories, when it comes to manufacturing clothing, when it comes to bags, when it comes to fascinators, hats. You can call on me. That is all what I am into. But you know, other stuff is also there, but maybe for the time being, this is exactly what I practice for now. I'm an accountant by profession, yes, but I had to stop at a point because I got married and I started making babies. So I had to spend time with my kids. So I just have to think something, look at something that I have passion to do. So it didn't really take me time to just go into fashion, because it's something that I really love to do since my young age. I look at clothing and I can just tell which one is to fit who and which one is not to fit who. So I just there and there, I knew this is my angle, this is where I'm supposed to channel my dreams and my future, whatever I have to put together. I knew then that it's going to be successful, so I decided to just go into it. And I have been doing this for over 11 years. Yes, it's been successful, it's been interesting, it's been something that I will continue to love to do much more than my first profession, because I find myself into it. I see myself just fit into what I do. So I think, yes, this is me. This is what I love to do. This is what I want to do. I wake up very early. I go to gym. I get back home, I have to take care of the kids, prepare some breakfast. If maybe I have a lot to do, I prepare their lunch, everything down. Then I go on to my workplace, put my workers together, find things that we are supposed to do, put it together. Then I go meet my client. I give them that freedom to rather meet them instead of them coming to me. So most of the times I have to book appointments with them, and then I go meet my clients. Maybe I have to take measurements, or I have to give them advice on what they are supposed to do, what they are supposed to wear and stuff like that. And yes, I do sometimes also go to coach people who needs my help. So basically, that has been my routine since, and I love my job. Before my graduation, it was really tough because school life is not easy, having family, having work on the side, and at the same time, schooling together with family. It was really a tough decision I have to take. But because I found this passion in this work, I still have to push myself. I have to challenge myself to make sure I was part of the graduation team, because it wasn't easy. A lot of people dropped out. Even single people without kids dropped out. But I had to push myself because I was really determined to do this. I knew how my work has impacted life, and I didn't want to trade it for anything. So I just have to face the challenge of being in school and make sure I am part of the graduation team. And now I graduated successfully. It wasn't easy because after school, you have to now come back to see how you start all over again. And it wasn't easy. And we all know how financial situations in this country that we live in. So it was really a tough decision for me to stop and then go to school and come back. So I had to just go step by step. It was just a process for me to take my time and to make sure I gather some finances to come back again to start this, because it's not easy. Fashion comes with a lot of financial aspect in it. And if you don't have the financial means, you can't do anything. It's difficult, because you have to get fabrics, you have to get accessories for your outfit, or for you to stand out. You need to put a little pieces together to come out as you. So it was really a challenge for me, but I faced the challenge because that is what life is all about. So I was able to get there. I started by getting one worker to work with. So we were doing this thing together, and it's like people come and bring their staff. So because we are just two, we have to work overtime. Most of the times we have to sleep in the shop. We have to work. When we get tired, we just lie down a bit, like 5-10 minutes. Then we wake up again. We continue the work because we need to deliver. One thing I don't like is to fail my client. I always want to keep my words by delivering on time. That is what stands me out, and I want to keep it like that. So it wasn't easy. It was tough. So after that, I needed something else to add up to the fashion. So I started detergent. But before I started, I had to school. I had to be educated on how to put the chemicals together to get it done and to deliver to clients that will appreciate your handwork. So I started with it. I scored, I passed, and then I started the detergent. I had to do it myself because I couldn't afford to pay people to come and do it for me. So anything that has to do with detergent, being the manpower work, I have to stir it myself. I have to do packaging from start to finish. Everything I did it myself. Then I deliver to my clients in the market, and then they also sell. And luckily I got a person that was selling wholesale. She has a shop, so it was really running fast for me, and I enjoy doing it because money was coming in, so it was all to get myself back again because I just came out of school. This is how we bag the liquid soap for delivery. So the market women, those who sell in units, they normally buy it in a bag like this, and then we sell it to them. So this is basically wholesale kind of sale. So we give it to them at a good price, then they also sell it to the retailers on a very good price. Then they will pick it in units and sell it one for each. So this is basically how we package our liquid soap and deliver it to the market for distribution. Hello, Miss Lee. Yes, good afternoon. I'm good. How are you too? Yes, the liquid soap are ready for delivery. Yes, I'm setting off right away. No, it's ready. It's ready. So you tell them to just be patient. I'll be there in the next 30 minutes. please. Thank you. So I'll see you soon. All right. So after that, then I continue. I didn't stop from there. I continue by getting myself into food and beverages. I didn't really have a shop for the food. So what I was doing is to take orders from friends and family who love my food. So I normally take orders in. So mostly Sundays and Saturdays, I do their food, package it nicely, and then they come for it. Some I have to deliver it to them. And with the food aspect, you know, I love to cook. I love cooking. It's just something I can cook from morning till evening non-stop, and I will still not get tired. I just love cooking. So I cook, mostly I cook toza fitiz. Yes, a very special one. And then I cook, I prepare wache, sometimes I prepare stew or granite soup, you know, so mostly that is what I do. And I didn't even stop there. I continue by doing a coaching at Precious TV. I'm still the life and fashion coach at Precious TV. It's been a challenge doing things at the same time, but I have a vision. I have a dream that I want to achieve. So I put this together. I'm able to adjust myself and put it together and still go in for it. So yes, that has been my life so far. So this is tuozafi, and tuozafi we eat it with the ayoyo soup. Yes, ayoyo soup. It goes with the stew. The stew, yes. And then we have the wache here. That looks so delicious. It looks very appetizing. We have the chili red pepper, which goes with the wache. And then we have gari here, which also goes with the wache, and then macaroni goes with the wache. This is just her homemade food, but the point is that I love to cook a lot. Cooking is something that I can do the whole day. I just love to try my hands on different dishes, and it comes out really perfect and really nice. Really tastes so delicious. I know a lot of people can testify to that. Yes, so because of the way friends taste my food and they love it and all that, that is why I am taking this into being part of my business. So very soon I'm going to open a restaurant that you can get all this delicious food to buy. I love to create new things. Creativity at its best. I love to do innovative stuff. I love to look at things in a different perspective. I love to I read from people, pick things that look at this top designers have done, like Sima Brew, like most of these designers. I look at what they do and I learn a lot from them. So I believe that when you have a vision, when you want to achieve something in life, you need to learn. You need to learn from people, not just based on your own knowledge, but you need to learn from people, what people have done and they have made it. So that is what I have basically been doing all this while, just to learn and to create new things. But when you learn, you need to be your own, you need to be different. So I also learn and pick one or two and make it my own and bring it to light. So it's all about you knowing what to do at a point in time. You know where you are going and you being persistent that yes, I'm going to learn and then I'm going to get there. So it has always been me this way all this while, and I'm still learning. I'm not done learning. I continue to learn, and we all need to continue to learn till we die, because learning has to always be a continuous thing, and it's supposed to be part of us. So for me, yes, this is Lamisi for you. Lamisi has always been someone who loves to learn, who loves to create new things, who loves to interact with people and get knowledge, and based on that put them together to be me.
They are showing you what to do, you are showing them what you want to do. It's okay. I should have brought, that's why I said bring this one in between. And is it not small? Is it not too small? And bring something in between these two, because it's too green and it's big. If it's small, it's fine.
My name is Stella Ketnova. I'm a Ghanaian, but a citizen of Nigeria. And I'm a worker in Trenton GH, Ghana. It was actually an encounter with Mrs Lamisi Adene herself, and I fell in love with her personality, and that was how the journey began. There's one thing when you get to meet her for the first time, is her smile, her charisma, and the way she welcomes you even if she doesn't know you. And it caught my attention. And for the first time I met her, what she was wearing was just mind-blowing. So with that, I wanted to get to know her better. I wanted to know who she really was. And that was how everything started. That was how the whole journey began. That was how I got to interact. I got to get into the world of Mrs Lamisi Adene, and it was a very interesting world. So yeah, that was how Trenton GH started. I had always loved fashion when it had to do with fashion, when it had to do with accessorizing and adding beauty to a garment. It wasn't necessarily stitching and putting a garment together. So it has always been there. Bead making, beads and crafts. Getting to put things, one or two things together to make something look different and unique. So yes, I would say my passion then had always been fashion. And getting to meet Mrs. Lamisi opened my mind the more to know I had something in me that she helped me and she brought it out. Mrs. Lamisi is a woman who would not pull you down. She looks at you and the first thing she'll tell you, you can make it. The first thing, she has this beautiful smile, and when she smiles, she tells you everything will be fine. She's a woman that tells you you can be anybody, you can be your own boss, you can make it, you can be somebody in life, you can push through, just a little push. So she's taught me to be determined, she's taught me to be focused, she's taught me to not listen to what everyone has to say. She's taught me to pray, first of all, be very, very prayerful, focused, determined, and push through any obstacle at all, and I will be able to make it in life. So yes, I would say the core values: determination, perseverance. Yes.
Strengthen, wait, feel it, catch the spirit of Africa.
The company so far is doing well compared to 5 years ago. As of now, we have about 6 workers. We have students as well that we are training, about 4 of them. Some have graduated and they are doing very well in the market now. So, and in terms of the growth, I think we are doing very well compared to 5 years. I mean, it wasn't really doing well because we were battling with workers. We were just 2 then, but now we have a lot of hands. We have a lot of people that comes in to create something really unique. And so I would say that in all, I think this business is really going far. And, you know, we want to be the face of the globe. I won't even say Africa, but we want to be the face of the globe because we want people to hear of this Lamisi Adene or Trenton designs, because we know we have a lot in us that we want to share with the world. So it's something that we are really pushing to get there, because we are not stopping until the world hear of us, because that is the main goal. That is what we are really looking forward to see in future. Yes, everywhere comes with its own challenges, and I'm not exceptional. I have gone through a lot of failures, like it's a lot. I was still in a process of learning. And the mistakes I made was, I didn't really know when I got into this business, I didn't know the technical aspect of it. I only started by just buying stuff, pre-financing the work without knowing technical aspect of it. So the workers you get, they do what they please because you don't know much about it. And that was a mistake I made, by just employing workers without knowing how to do it myself. Because my advice is that even if you want to go into any business, you should know it for yourself before you now employ people, so that you'll be able to be in charge and supervise the work to get exactly what you are looking for. So that was the mistakes I did along the line, but it's all part of it, because right now I have learned, and through that I went through a lot of, because clients complain, and they complain of things that you don't even have idea of, because you don't know the technical aspect of it, so you don't know what they are talking about. So it was one of my challenges I had to go through, and it was really tough. It was one of the things. So at the end of the day, I have to close down, because I realized that every client cannot be wrong. one client complain, another client complain, meaning there is something wrong somewhere. But to them they will tell you, oh madam, it's okay, Nina, you're okay. But to you, you know that something is really wrong, because so many clients cannot be wrong, and your client always has to be right. And because of that, I have to close down. I have to stop and go to school. So you see, the failures there, a lot. It's a lot. It came with financial constraint. It came financially, and bills. You have to owe people, because you have to pay back some clients who have even brought their stuff and they've spoiled their stuff. So you have to buy the cloth. You have to pay them back the money they've paid. So it has been tough. It has been a lot of challenges. But hey, that is where we learn from. So I picked all my mistakes, all my failures, and then in the process, I started learning. And little by little, I'm here now.
Welcome. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
Very long, very long. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wow, you're looking good.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Wow.
Thank you. Work.
Thank God.
But you are looking good. How are the kids?
Oh, they're all fine. They're all fine.
And you are not looking bad yourself. I see
Really?
you put on weight.
Oh, yeah, Corona.
Oh, sorry.
Being in the house, working from home.
You have to gym in the house.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Hi.
Anyway, so how may I help you today?
Well, I have a wedding in 2 weeks' time, my sister. And I know you can do something nice for me. That's why I'm here.
You don't have a problem. Do you have anything in mind? Or you want me to get you as usual?
Not really. With you, I know you can do something for me. So nothing in mind.
Great. Let's see if... What are the colors?
Blue and red. Can you imagine?
Blue and red. Wow. That's nice.
Anything red or just
anything blue with some accessories will do. Okay, I think I can get you something nice.
Something nice.
Something spectacular. Something unique. Are you going with your husband?
No.
You are going alone.
Alone. This is girls. No husband.
Oh, I get it. I think I can get you something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. When it comes to wedding, it has to be something nice.
Very nice.
What of something like this?
No, not bad, but too long. I don't want
You want something? Okay, let me check. You don't want long. You want 3/4?
Yes.
Something 3/4. Okay. 3/4. So what I'll do is that we wouldn't work on the same design, but we'll pick out.
Alright.
Just like we usually do to make it unique, so that it wouldn't be a copycat. You get it?
Anything from you, I know will be perfect. So
we can do the upper section.
Wow. This is nice.
Okay.
This is nice.
Yes. But with this one side, I'll make it off shoulder for you.
Alright.
Because you have a broad chest.
Alright.
So I'll make it off shoulder.
Okay.
Okay. And then maybe I'll bring some overlay at the side of it.
That'd be nice.
So that it will look different and unique.
Alright.
Yes.
I love the
So
color.
what do you think?
I I love the color. This blue.
We are cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Let it come down
A little bit. Okay.
So
I'll add like 3 inches to it.
that'll be fine.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But you don't need any other thing apart from the one for the wedding, or you need me to
Not
get
for
you
now.
some stuff.
Later, maybe.
Later.
Then I'll come for it.
But we are about to start church, so why don't you put 1 or 2 things?
Okay. So you can do that for me, but I need
You
the
need
wedding
this one, sure.
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
get this for you. You have no problem. Okay, so I think that looking at it seems you put on weight compared to the last measurement I have. So I will need to take some measurements. At least your shoulder, because I'm giving you off shoulder. I'll take your shoulder and your bust and then your waist as well.
Okay.
I think your hip too will do. That is enough.
Okay. Fine.
And so
Okay. My name is Victoria Asmeni, Mrs. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm an entrepreneur. I met Mrs. Lamisi at church. Actually, she's a church member. And then I was introduced by a friend that she's into fashion. And then since then, we've also been friends. I've been her client and she my fashion designer. Well, I chose Mrs. Lamisi as my fashion designer because her work is exquisite. Everything she does is amazing. Well, I like her to do my church dresses, my casual dresses, and then she has some chiffon tops she's been doing, and I love to do that too. As a friend and my fashion designer, she has made me understand. She always tells me that dressing is a way of life. So the way you dress tells people who you are. So I've kept that, and I always go by that. And then she also, I've got to learn from her that time is very important. She never plays with her time. She's very time conscious, and I've learned that from her. If she gives you 6, it is 6. That I have really learned from her. And then as a partner, she's been honest. We've learned to be honest to each other. And then I've realized she's God-fearing. I like that God factor with her. She does everything with God first, and I love that. I think that is what is keeping us together as friends and a partner.
It's very exciting when a client is satisfied with what you do, what you have delivered to them. I mean, it's like winning a lottery, because my whole thing is that my client should be the first, the number one person that I think the person should just be happy with what you've done. So when my client is happy, it gives me a very good mood the whole day, because I'm like, okay, this person is happy, and they plant in it, and you see it and you get excited. So for me, it's really fulfilling when you see your client. You feel like your job is done. You know, just like Jesus Christ came to do his work was done on earth. And yes, when I see my client, when I see my client flaunting in my outfit and the person is happy, oh, thank you, Mrs. Lamisi, and I'm like, okay, my job is done here. Yes, because I mean, I've given what they want, and that is all about business. You need to give what people want. You need to satisfy their needs, because they come first. I normally get recommended by other people that I have worked for so far. Yes, mostly I don't really go out to do adverts or, you know, tell people what I do, but I believe what I believe is that when you work for one client and give them what they want, they recommend you to people. So that has been my achievement. It has always been recommendation right here in Ghana and in abroad. I've worked for people in Sierra Leone, Even the deputy ambassador, I've worked for her before. I have worked for countless of people, prominent people, and it's all recommendation. I never met them one-on-one to work for them, but it's something that I have done for someone who has also recommended me to them. So I always get a phone call. Oh, this person gave me your number. I would love you to do this because I saw this and I liked it. Right from here, Sierra Leone, I have clients in the US, I have clients in the UK, I have some in Germany, I have some in Canada. I have quite a number of clients, and it's all by recommendation. I don't know how I got there, but I feel people love what I do. So I don't need to shout about it. But you stay back and people recommend you, and you still go about doing your business. For me, not working for someone and having the comfort of working for myself doesn't really necessarily matter how much I earn at the end of the day, but I'm able to have time for myself and for my family. It's something that really motivated me to go into this, because there and there I knew that even if it's a little that I earn at the end of the day, I will still have time to do things for myself and for my family. And having spent so much time with family, the bond is very strong, and you have their back all the time. They always push you out there. Hey, mom, you're looking beautiful. Oh, mom, do this. Sometimes even if I don't feel like doing something, they'll say, oh, mom, you have to do this. We like it. We like that. And that has been something that motivates me a lot. And also, knowing full well that I'm able to impact into someone's life. Because with what I do, I've been able to help a lot of people at my own, because if I'm working in an office, I won't get that opportunity. I have to rather look for a way to just be working and get paid at some, not to your satisfaction, but being able to impact into someone's life, being able to train people, being able to be a mentor to someone alone, that has been something that has really motivated me and has inspired me a lot in this particular business, because I believe that it's all about changing lives. Life is about giving it out. I give something that is in me to someone else to also have meaning of life. That has been something that I don't want to stop this work. I still want to go and go on, because I know a lot of people are coming on board, and you going out of it or you not being part of it may kill somebody's dream. So this is what inspire me a lot. That's pushed me every single day to even do more, so that I'll be able to have the edge to help someone who also wants to be in this field, or even other things that I will be able, because financial wise, you do this and you are able to also give the little you have to someone. So if I'm not doing this and I'm not having the satisfaction that I need to get as in working environment, because working in an office, you are just being instructed to do it. But this is different. This is something that comes from within. It's something that you have passion for. So when you have passion for something and you are doing, you do it with this zeal, with this enthusiasm that makes you get into people, and people look into that and comes to you. So for me, it has been something that has really inspired me. It has motivated me to go on and go on, because I'm not even talking about just my children, but other people that are looking up to me, that I'm trying to train them. I'm trying to also learn and impact something in them. That alone pushed me that, hey, you don't have to stop. You need to go on. You need to push harder, so that you'll be able to touch that life that is looking up to you. Women are the managers in the home. So you can imagine a woman being an entrepreneur, meaning the business will go far. Because women are able to manage, women are able to balance it. Because women, we do multiples of work and we are still standing. Look, a woman takes care of her home, takes care of the husband, and takes care of the business. So if you look at all this angle, meaning women are better off than men. So for me, I think that it's about time we give women a plus to even do more. The men they should be able to support women, because when you put a woman on a scale of a manageress in a company does a lot of work. Because men, we all know men. We are the people that put men together. And they said, behind every successful man, there is a woman. So if there is a woman, meaning if a woman is not there, a man cannot be successful. And so this one, you don't need to even go further. But all I'm saying is that women should have chance to even do more, because women will make men to go far. What I'm doing now to impact lives out there is to motivate them, to speak to them, to train them, to teach them. So right now, what I'm currently doing is that I come on live. You can go on YouTube. I motivate women. I motivate the youth out there. I motivate single mothers. I motivate men that feel their lives is not worth of anything. So I speak motivational words to them, and also I bring people on board and train them when they need be. People call and come in. So for me, my mission is to make sure that everyone should be able to meet their goals in life. Everyone should be able to live a comfortable life. So that is all about Lamisi Adene, is to motivate people, is to train them. And also, in a way of doing that, I'm also promoting what I do in my fashion business, in my detergent, in the food, and also fashion and lifestyle as coaching. So it's also a way of letting people know the multiple stuff I do to earn a living, because that is the only way I'll be able to also stretch forth my hands to other people. So for now, that has been something that I'm doing as far as Lamisi Adene or Trenton is concerned. So far so good. Africa is doing very well when in terms of entrepreneurship, because I think, looking at what just happened a few months ago, COVID-19, I mean, Africa has done so well by having been able to manufacture some instruments that was able to do a lot of cure, and I think we are going somewhere. And we should really be proud of ourselves as Africans, because I think that the world should know that Africa is not just because we are blacks, but because we can do even much, much more better. And aside from that, looking at Ghana here, some few people that, quite a number of them actually, like Violet Amwabane, looking at Nanama McBrown, looking at these ladies, and so many more. I can't mention all of them, but I mean, they are doing so well. And not only in Ghana, but looking at African countries, most of the people across Africa, you look at what they are doing, it's so amazing, and it blows my mind how far we've gotten to. So I think Africa is really doing well, and we are going somewhere, and I think that we should be proud of ourselves.
My week is quite comes with a lot of responsibility, so I plan it in such a way that I can be able to balance both. Today is Friday. I'm going to Precious TV, so most of the times I meet my client on Thursdays or on Wednesdays. That is the schedule, and then the rest of the days I use that to train my staff. Yes, so basically that has been my routine. Most at times to my events are planned on Saturdays, which will give me a lot of time to put things together as well. Traffic, the nature of traffic in Accra, and especially from where I live to town, you know, you have to go through a lot of traffic, the runabouts, the Dome runabout, through to Hachu. There is a lot of traffic there. So mostly if you have things to do, meaning you have to leave home very early just to beat the traffic and get things done. So it's been tough.
Hallelujah. Awesome. So please drop your message and I'll be glad to read it. And please share so that others can actually partake of this blessing. Joining us this afternoon in our studios is the CEO of Trenton Designs. Yeah. Well, when we asked Louise, and Louise said you're actually going to consult to get us the COVID-19 vaccine. So we actually thought you were coming back with a COVID-19.
Oh, well, that's one. I can't give it in public. But,
okay.
You know, you have to see me.
So it's a quanche.
Exactly.
Okay, so please see here for the COVID-19 quanche. Welcome back, though. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So what do we have this afternoon, fashion and lifestyle?
Okay, so today, fashion and lifestyle segment, we started from a point. And we had a pattern, a basic pattern that we want to sew a basic dress. So we started from the front. Today we want to tackle the back of your basic pattern top. And you know, I gave you some measurements to go through and to get your basic pattern done. What you need to do, you just have to put on the same measurement, just like that we did the first time. And then this is the second. So all you need to do is to place your first pattern onto your garment again. And then you add 1 inch. So you can see I've moved a line for your zipper allowance. So this is basically what you need to do. Now we've not put any zip in there and then that. So what you need to do is that if you are not too comfortable or you are not too familiar fixing zip, what you need to do is just to use a fabric that is very stretchy or that is dripping
fabric like stretch fabric, fabric like chiffon, or fabric like lycra. Those fabrics will really grip that you wouldn't need any dust in it. Place it on your fabric, add 1 inch to it and add it up. This is your zipper allowance. That is, if you are using the grey back, you are not too sure of what you are doing, just use the grey back. That is not too expensive and you can wear this. So you can do this as a trial, as a test fit. Then when you are sure of yourself, you move on to your main fabric. Yes, so it's basically measuring the neck, measuring the shoulder to your waist, the shoulder to your hip. That will give you all that you need to put together to have your basic pattern block and have a simple top for yourself and be proud of yourself. Wow.
I started practicing this job for about 1.5 years now. Since I started, yes, practicing as a TV presenter, presenting as a fashion and lifestyle coach. So I got an opportunity from a friend who introduced me to Precious TV, and then they went through my Facebook channel and then they saw the kind of things I do and they decided to give me a shot. So I started by just producing clothes to them as for their presenters, their hosts, and then in return they were giving me the opportunity to advertise as in commercials. So I got that opportunity to at least speak on TV and to also tell people what I do, what I'm into. So that was the whole thing. That was when the journey started for me. So it went on and on. And actually what motivates me a lot is that I have seen a lot of people. One person that I really like, she's forceful, is Nanama McBrown. I watched this lady closely right from day one. The way she forced herself to do things, she does this, she does a lot of things at the same time, because most of the times when we want to do certain things, they will tell you this is your line, like as in being a fashion designer, meaning you can't add other things. But when I watch her closely, I realize that she does almost everything. Everywhere she or any opportunity that presents her, she's able to do it and do it well. So I said to myself, well, then I have to close my ears to the noise around me, telling me this is your line, this is not your line, and just focus on what I want to do. So that was when I just decided that if the opportunity comes to me, I will be glad to do this, take part in being a presenter or being a TV host, or that was how the journey started for me. So it's been an amazing journey, but my own, I will say more like it was a miracle, because people go and bargain for some of these things, but for me, I'm just there, and then the opportunity will just come to me. And that was one thing that I made. So I realized that, well, even though I said it, but I didn't really go fighting or looking or searching. But if God wants you to go through certain or divert your line of career or something, He gives you the opportunity. So the opportunity just keep coming, and that is how far I have gone to, and till now I'm still on it, learning each and every day, trying to be a better presenter or be a better host.
With children. So please, even if you have a job, get something started on the side. And this is something great for the ladies who want to start something with fashion. She's taking us through the basics, through the entire journey, to get a business alongside that job, so that your child will have something to take over from you when life is through with you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. You can actually go onto her page. She leave all the details of the things that she teaches us every week, so that you'll be able to follow the journey in details. So thank you again, Mrs Lamisi Adene, for coming through for us. And we love you. Always will love you.
I love you guys too.
And we are waiting for the COVID-19 contract.
I know, right?
Okay.
I'm actually a member of Victory Bible Church International, and also, apart from what I do on TV, on Facebook and stuff, I'm also the director for women. So I teach, I bring people to, it's more like, they call it Mbaku. That is how they normally rate it when it comes to our language, Mbaku. So I'm in charge, I'm the director for women in my church. So I have been an inspiration to a lot of women. Sometimes it's not about preaching to them, but it's about your lifestyle, how you carry yourself and how you relate to people in general. Because being a TV presenter and being a director for women, like the two can always marry together, because it's like people are looking up to you on TV. They may not be the same people looking up to you on the other side when it comes to the church in question. So for me, what I believe is that I have to live a life that somebody will also see me as a mentor. Okay, so that is what has really been my lifestyle. I don't talk much. I'm a very reserved person, but my actions and the way I relate to people draw a lot of people closer to me, and that has been my lifestyle. I believe that Christianity is not about just talking or praying more or this, but when you carry a good heart and you impact in people, you help people when they need OB, or it shouldn't even be for Christianity. I don't believe that it has to be in the church. Even in your neighborhood, you have to show some solidarity to people around, and people look up to you. They just walk to you. Sometimes people walk to me, oh, madam, this, that. I like you, and this I've seen, and that alone gives me a lot of joy. That at least my lifestyle has led a lot of people to even join you in church or give their lives to Christ. So I believe that we should always carry good attitude out there, good behavior, and be modest as women, and be of good example to the young ones that are coming up. Sometimes it's really something else, because sometimes you look at the time, you think that you have all day, and before you know, it's already 12, and you have to leave, and my place to this place is a little bit far. Not even only far, but the traffic situation from my house to this place is quite challenging sometimes. So most of the times when I have to leave home like 1, meaning I have to speed, I have to dodge past some places to make sure I get here on time, because the show starts at 2. And most of the times, like today for instance, coming here was a bit, because I had headache, and you don't also want to disappoint your viewers, so you need to gather the momentum and then just put up the face, put up your makeup, and get here and get the show done, because when you get here, people are happy. So sometimes even though you don't want to come, but you look at the number of people that you put smile on their faces, that's challenged me to come. But the stress is quite amazing, because sometimes you get here and you are sweating, you are panting, and maybe the moment you get in, you have to make sure that you are going on set. And sometimes the breathing is not even in place, but you still have to try your best to make sure that your viewers are happy. So it's all about them. It's all about them. So whether stress or no stress, it's stressful, but what can I do for the sake of them? Because the moment I miss 1, 2, the messages keep coming that, oh, Mrs. Lamisi, we didn't see you. We stopped at this point. What is happening next week? So for you to be free out of all the questions and all that, you need to come here and make sure that you deliver it to them to put smile on their faces, and you too, you'll be free. So that has been it's been fun though, but sometimes it's stressful. I wish I don't come, but I still have to be here, just to make people okay and happy.